Welcome Moon Magic Super Souls. Thank you so much for joining me for today's readings. This is your weekly guidance from Spirit. I post these readings every Sunday and we really do ask for information about exactly where you are right now, what messages, what detailed messages, what information does Spirit wish to pass to you, and also is there any guidance and information and advice for the coming week? So we're going to be drawing 3 cards, which I'm seeing already here. And we'll also draw a rune and a charm for those of you that like that additional information to guide you in. So, oh wow, reading number 1, Spiritual Evolution. This is card number 35. Reading number 2, Ground Your Light. Let your light shine, let your soul shine. Card number 18. And reading number 3, you have Hidden Realms. Card number 20, Create Conscious Awareness. Okay, this is your card. Now, I'm going to draw a rune and a charm for each for any of you who need a little bit more information. So reading 1, you have the rune of Journey. Reading 2, you have the rune of Movement. Reading 3, you have the rune of the Spiritual Warrior. And your charms. Reading 1, you have the Flamingo. Can you see this? Reading 2, you have the Fishbone. Really interesting charms. And reading 3, you have the Tree of Life. I love this charm. Okay, Super Souls, take as long as you need. As always, I'll leave the video running for a few moments so you have time to really focus in on the cards, the runes and the charms. And as always, I know you can press the pause button, but I do always leave the video running for a few moments longer just to give you that bit of extra time to tune in with your intuition. Super Souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment, and the timestamps are in the information box below. Tons of love to you. See you in a minute. Welcome Super Souls, welcome to reading number 1. This is really interesting. We have the card of Spiritual Evolution, Set Your Heart Free, along with the rune of Journey and the Flamingo. I'm not going to say too much, we're going to draw cards first of all, but I do feel very strongly that there's been something that's, I sort of almost want to say, cramping your spiritual style, okay? I don't know how better to put it yet, but let's see what the rest of our cards are going to show. And just see what we're showing right here and right now. Messages from your spirit team. What does reading number 1 need to know about now? What messages are coming through? How is the week panning out? Okay, we have the card of the Source. Oh, good. How exciting. This feels a very, very good card to be drawing for you. We then have in the first house, okay, so we have who you are, your desires, your actions. If we turn it up as well, it's immediately, we're talking about something, the way you project yourself. So first house energy around you. And then we also have Cancer. Okay, intuition, to protect attitudes about the past, your feelings, again, attitudes from the past about your feelings, your intuition. Okay. So yes, I'm going to come back to exactly what I said to start with, just with these cards alone. I feel like something has been cramping your spiritual style, okay? It's, you know, when something happens and you just know it was not right, it shouldn't have happened. And I don't know about you guys, it's such a human thing, but we can really, I know I can really tussle with this whole area of forgiveness, because you know if somebody's behaving badly, it's, you know, from a spiritual perspective, there's a sense of wanting to forgive them, to lay it to rest, to kind of know that they're on their own soul's journey, to know that there's probably damage that is causing them to behave in this manner, however that is. On the other hand, it's not right. You know, it's this sort of, and so there's a tussle that goes on, and I guess I'm speaking for something of my own kind of experiences as well in my own journey. But there's something that has been, it's almost as if there's something that has lingered, stopped you from being able to really be spiritually free. It's like it's impacting that this whole area of trying to navigate forgiveness, trying to work out how on earth to put something down in a way that frees up your spiritual energy and your spiritual pathway, and yet doesn't kind of almost sort of collude with it, is what I want to say. Because sometimes it can feel like if we let something go, we're almost like acknowledging or allowing something that isn't okay to be not okay. You know, there's this, I'm seeing a real tussle here and an opportunity here to move through something. Now, at the time of these readings, reading number 1, I have actually just getting some tarot cards. We'll shuffle these while I'm speaking. We've just passed a very big full moon in Gemini. Now, you may be tuning in with these readings at any time. I mean, these readings, even though they're weekly readings, they are timeless. You can tune into them at any time. You can always find the right reading for you at the right moment in time. But if you are tuning into these right here and right now, as I'm posting this on Sunday, then we will, timing-wise, have just passed a very big Gemini full moon with some very strong dynamics around a sense of justice, or indeed injustice, fairness, those kind of issues, and not only being able to see things from both sides of the story, but also kind of potentially being presented with some opposites, you know. So it's quite an interesting energy, reading number 1, to have at this moment in time if you're tuning in with it as a very here and now reading. But as I said, it is timeless. You can come in at any time. Okay, so we have 8 of Swords here, your first tarot card. We have 2 of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the High Priestess, and we have the Tower. Super, super nice cards for you, reading number 1. Okay. So this is a really big invitation, okay, this reading. I say an invitation because no reading is ever going to tell you what to do, but that, you know, your spirit team, your guides, your angels are here to really tune in and give you advice. What I'm seeing is exactly this. It's like this scenario situation, something that was really very unforgivable, is, in one way, I think your higher self holds that higher vision. You have a clarity, and yet it's almost as though your emotional self is sitting in conflict, and you've really been trying to work out how to find your way through this, how to navigate this, where to place yourself, how to respond. You know, you have tried, I suspect, on more than one occasion to sort of marry your feelings, work out where your feelings are here, and work out then what to do in response to this. You know, do you walk away? Do you close the door completely? Do you try and talk to this person or these people? Some of you, I think, will have tried actually very, very hard. In fact, I think all of you have really, really worked at this. I think because there is somebody involved who's perhaps never, ever, ever going to say sorry. You know, one of those scenarios, they're never, ever, ever going to take a real ownership of their position in this. And I think because of that, it leaves it feeling as though it's not been laid to rest, or you can't put it down, or you can't, yeah, it's really, really hard to put it to rest and to lay it down. Mindful, my light is not on. Let me turn that on to bring a little bit more light here into this this area of the reading. Isn't that interesting? I just noticed that I have a light on the corner of my kind of working area here, and it had gone out. How interesting. That's bringing light into the Tower. This is an invitation for you to connect with your higher self and to navigate beyond this. It's like to connect with source energy, to work out your best pathway forwards in a way that ultimately this is about looking after your own well-being. It's the recognition that, you know, sometimes there are people in the world who will not change. They're never going to change, they're never going to grow, they're never going to apologize, they're never going to want to be responsible for themselves. They'll always project onto others, they'll always spill over, they'll always lash out. In many ways, these people do bring us some very, very, very big life lessons, but they're not easy life lessons to have. And they're not easy to navigate. I'm really seeing you've been trying to... This is the essence of this person, people. They leave you almost feeling like you're constantly treading on eggshells, and whatever you do, you can't do wrong for right, if you know what I mean. It's just all right for wrong, whatever that is, whatever that saying is. But you know, this is a time where your spirit team is saying, look, this holding on to this is affecting you. And this is what's being validated here. There's no essence here of your spirit team saying to you, look, this what's happened is okay, or the behavior of this person is okay. But what they are voicing, and it feels really caring, really, really nurturing and caring of you. What's being said here is, look, as long as you are sort of not ruminating over it, because I think you have clarity, I think you see it really clearly, but as long as it's like, gosh, isn't it interesting? I'm actually struggling. I'm sitting in this Two of Swords place trying to find the right language here, because I don't in any way want to validate what has happened and the way that this person is potentially still, I think, behaving. Their inability to be responsible for themselves, their inability for any essence of realness, or, you know, just accountability, authenticity, all those things. Those kinds of words are coming up. Reading number one, your spirit team is saying to you, look, it's really important that your personal energy does not remain embroiled in this person's negativity, because as long as it does, it's slowing down your own spiritual growth. If you're going to expand and move into the world with source energy flowing through you, and every single essence and bit of your world is going to like break open, break free, this wonderful lightning breaking this sort of fixed this fixed archway, for you to proceed through this archway and continue on your way, literally with spirit, source energy flowing through you. There's a need to put this down, not because what has happened or what is happening is okay, but because as long as you are somehow connected to it, you are in essence carrying something of that vibe. And it's basically, that's what I meant by cramping your spiritual style. It's slowing you down, it's stopping your own expansion, it's inhibiting source energy from flowing through you and expanding your world in exactly the way that is completely right for you. Okay, the message here is very, very clear. I do find it fascinating timing-wise, actually, because of the full moon that we have just passed in Gemini. Let's draw more cards and see what we are shown for reading number 1. Okay. Actually, we are going to use this pack here as well. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so we have King of Water. Oh, I'm loving these cards. This is really strong advice. We have King of Water. We have 6 of Earth. Oh, wow. And then we have 4 of Earth. I just want to say, look at you guys. Just look at you guys. Then we have Remember Me, the Divine Mother within. Yes, she tames by laying down the staff and rope. These cards are really, really powerful in terms of giving you such clear information. I'm just going to place these here, actually, and these in the middle here. Okay, so reading number 1. This is something you're going to have to persevere at, okay? Simply because you can't change the way somebody else is behaving, okay? But the information is so clear. I do feel there's so much kindness, compassion here, you know, for what you have been through. You're being asked, you know, to really bring yourself into balance here. You know, flamingos are really gorgeous. They can stand on one leg, so they are masters of balance, and yet they're also quite flamboyant. They're celebratory. They're the colours of them, you know, they wear their colours with pride, you know. Really, it's got that flavour here. Whatever this person has done, put you down, behaved badly, it's time to, it really is time to put it down and nurture yourself, navigate. It's like really recognize your own emotions, shift your emotions from a position of, you know, from negativity to positivity. I'll explain what I mean by that. It does require some work here. I mean, look at this, but this is a work that comes to fruition. Look at the yoke, the harness of the ox here. This amazing, strong figure. Your guides and your team are saying to you, look, you know, you will bring in the harvest here. The timing for you at the moment is actually that it's right for you to be expanding and to be receiving, and for abundance in different areas of your life to start to come to fruition. This is stopping you. It's just energetically, it's stopping you. You may have to work at this, but in doing so, your hard work that you've been working on is going to pay off. The harvest is going to come in. And I think you are going to be seen as a bit of a, sort of like a pillar of the community almost. You know, someone who stands for something. Someone who can work at something, someone who can achieve. I feel like you're rising into recognition here. And we are being shown this. It's quite an interesting aspect of who you are. And the irony is that some of you will have really engaged in an awful lot of work that actually, ironically enough, has come from adversity. You know, when you kind of think it's that sort of like, I'll show you. You know, I'll prove to you, I can do this anyway. You've really put the work in. Now, it will require some work to navigate your emotions particularly. So let me talk to you about the higher vibration and lower vibration of emotions. Now, in the comments and the information box, you will find a link. I'll put it in there, a link to a book called Mindfulness Meets Emotional Awareness. This is a book that will teach you how to navigate strong emotions. I have a whole library. It's a totally free resource. I worked as a counsellor and a psychotherapist for over 28 years. I was an accredited practitioner. And honestly, I can tell you, emotions give us so much trouble because emotions are like energy in motion. when we feel something, it's giving us information. So let's say someone pisses you off. Well, actually, it's actually really good information. We often label those feelings as negative, but actually it's giving you good information because that person might be behaving badly. So your emotions are a healthy response. If they're challenging emotions, they're a healthy response to something that is unhealthy. It doesn't mean you are unhealthy or your feelings are bad. We have a lot of misconception, in my personal opinion, and it's a professional opinion as well. You know, through and through, I've listened and walked alongside literally thousands of people over 28 years who've moved from places of challenge, difficulty, adversity, often abuse as well, into a place of self-empowerment. Now, your emotions have a lower vibration and a higher vibration. For example, if you're angry because someone treats you badly, the lower vibration of that is to be embroiled in hatred and all of those things, and resentment, and that energy will slow you down. If you move that, the higher vibration of the same energy is actually to do with assertiveness, pride, justice. These kinds of energies come from feeling passionate about a cause and being prepared to stand up about it. And it's exactly the same energy that we're now channeling into a forward motion. You know, if you're pissed off and upset about something and you decide to do something about it, even if that is like you choosing to walk away or step up and say, do you know what, I'm celebrating me. My values are good, I'm amazing, and I know that I hold a different path to you. You know, that has an energy of motion. It's the energy in motion, and it's using the component of anger in a powerfully positive way that gives you momentum. And there's something about making a really clear choice here to decide who you are, own your feelings, but in that higher vibrational way. You know, do check out the library. It's a completely free resource. And do also check out, you know, the book if that is helpful to you. You know, and thank you to those of you who've given me feedback on that book. I wrote it quite a long time ago, actually, but have given me feedback and said how helpful it was. You know, it's really wonderful to hear that. It's why we write these things. Also, I would say, Super Souls, that the... my apologies, my phone is going off in the background if the microphone is picking that up, but there's no reason for me to interrupt our reading. In the library, there is a chapter about, it's about non-defensive communication. And it will actually, it's like a series of videos that make up a little video course. And that video course will teach you how to handle conversations with people who are potentially really, really challenging, and also people who are very skilled at disempowering others in conversation. And I have a real strong sense that for some of you that may be quite a helpful little mini course. It's completely free. It may be a little helpful mini course to learn. It's just a series of videos that teach you different skills to handle people who are skilled at using words in ways that often negate, diminish or disempower others. It may be helpful to you. So I just want to voice all of that, and my apologies for that interruption in the background. Really, really interesting. I trust that everything that happens in a reading happens with purpose, a bit like bringing that light into the tower, making this changeable moment right and enlightened. It's really, really interesting with the phone going off in the background. It felt so important to hold my focus and to not move away in any way, shape or form from your reading number one. And I feel there's something about this resoluteness, the energy here that I am now tuning into, that your guides and your angels and your spirit team are speaking to you about today. This is a day, a week, a time to honour yourself, honour the work you've done. You will be seen as a kind of a pillar of the community, a leader in some way, shape or form, someone who does the work. But it's also about honouring yourself whilst laying down any kind of entanglement to somebody who you can't actually change. You know, it's no good going back time and again, hoping that someone will apologise when you kind of know They're not going to. It's your team are so unbelievably supportive of you in this situation and in this scenario. This is a right here, right now reading, looking at the week ahead. You're going to succeed. I think you will be surprised at how quickly you are actually able to move beyond this situation, to adjust your own energy, and how quickly also your own world is then going to expand because source energy will be flowing through you. Now, I'm actually going to complete this reading by drawing an affirmation card for you. Kind of springs to mind reading number one, because sometimes having an affirmation that you write or a mantra or something that you write, that every time something pops into your head, you check back in with that affirmation. It shifts your energy. It becomes a real working tool. It's like having a gratitude stone. You know, when we hold a gratitude stone, keep it in your pocket, and you instill in that stone the energy of an affirmation of gratitude. It's like, actually, I thank you for the learning you've given me, or I'm actually going to just celebrate myself here. I walk away from you. Whatever that is, you sink it into the energy and the message into that stone, and every time you put your hand in your pocket and there it is, it reorganizes and realigns and grounds and anchors your own perspective on yourself, so that you are free to move forwards unencumbered by the, I'm just going to say, toxicity of this person. This is your affirmation. You might want to write this down or take a little screenshot maybe. I don't know how that would be, or just write it down on a post-it or a piece of paper. Your affirmation: I am just pure magic. What a beautiful ending to your reading number one. Sending you all the love in the world. Super souls, if you'd like to get notification of all my readings, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, they should come into your stream. I post several readings most days, not always every day, but most days I post a reading of some sort, often answering specific questions. These are weekly readings, and I will put lots of links in the information box below, including I have a monthly prize draw for subscribers as well. I'll just put all the information in the comments as well for phone users, and in the information box for you. Super souls, I'm just sending you all the love in the world. It's time for you to really to rise, and for source energy and your team too. They want to support you, and they want something that is lingering to be put down, even if you can't fix it, so that you are free to move forwards and embrace everything that you actually deserve of the good of this world. Super souls, tons of love. Hey, reading number two, welcome. You have the Rune of Movement, you have the Fishbone, and the card Ground Your Light. Let your soul shine. I find this really fascinating that we have this fishbone, and the backbone of this person is being really lit up. It's like chakras aligning, seeing something. Yeah, let's draw cards before we say any more. Reading number two. Now this is your immediate here and now guidance from your spirit team, alongside potential advice and information for the coming week. This is very interesting. What are we being shown? There's a fascinating energy sitting here around you, super souls. I can feel my back. It's really interesting. I can feel like energy running up and down my spine. What is happening in your world that we need to be potentially aware of? I'll draw. Oops. These cards are just so vibrant today for you. Right, we'll stop at these just for now, and let's just see what we are shown at the moment. So your first card is ripening. Ooh, wow. Okay. No wonder I'm getting a tingling running up and down my spine. And the Rune of Movement is the bettering of any situation. It's the gathering of momentum. That saying, I'm getting sayings coming through, like put your back into it, or, when you've got a backbone, you're standing straight and tall. And look at this, you have the card of Aries. In Aries, your willpower, what you think about, you know, what you think you know about. We've also got your desires, energies to meet the challenge of something, resulting from the honesty and strength of. These are just the kind of little sayings on these cards. Self-confidence here we have as well. So you've got Aries and Leo. There is a ton of fire energy around you. Reading number 2. There is a ton of fire energy around you. It's like, this is like Kundalini rising up your backbone. The energy of the earth, connecting, rising up, manifesting through you. This feels very, very powerful. Let's see what else we're shown in these cards. We have 3 of Pentacles. This feels unbelievably empowering. 3 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups. Oh, we have the 10 of Cups. And we have the 3 of Swords. Okay. I feel like you guys are, gosh, I mean, is this Kundalini energy rising? Grounding yourself, ground your light, plugging in, taking an ownership right here and right now of who you are, celebrating who you are, not being held back, celebration, empowerment, stuff coming together. Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups. This is very interesting to have these 2 cards here. And 2 threes. The 3s are a turning point. Okay, you know, in the minor arcana in the tarot, the 3s are always marking a point of, it's both a completion and a beginning, but it's a stage of the journey. Okay, this is a point for you guys when something is, I think something actually is coming into you. To have the Knight and the 10, you know, the Knight of Cups, he's striding into your world. It's like there's something happening around you, the energy around you that is celebrating you. And in that celebration, something is being put to rest. You've moved beyond something, you've connected, you're aligned, your energy is aligned. The ripening, coming to fruition. Something you've had to put your backbone into comes to fruition this week for you. The message is clear here and now, reading number 2. Yeah, something is opening for you. It's coming in. It's something you love. It's something that will make you feel balanced. It's something that will help you to put something else to rest. Now, it's a generic reading, so I'm saying lots of some things. What I do feel with the cups, I do actually, because we have the Knight of Cups and the 10 of Cups, this could connect for some of you to some aspect of relationship, someone coming in, and it's just perfect. You click, you meet, it works, you come together. You're celebrating, because we have the 3 of Pentacles as well. It's a point of celebration. For some of you, it could even be something you've been, or somebody you've met, where you make a greater commitment. You know, the Knight is ready to move forwards. He's ready to make his energy, it's non-gender specific. He's ready to move forwards. He's ready to commit. He's ready to celebrate, to complete, to take something into the next stage. But because we also have, we're looking at Pentacles here, it could also be some aspect of your career, your home, whatever that may be, your health. But yeah, career, money, finances. It could be something coming in, you know, that extends something, takes you into an area that you love. Well, whether it's relationship or career orientated, whatever the something is, you reach a point of completion. You've had to really work at this. Momentum, movement, the bettering of any situation. This is it feels like a breakthrough moment for some of you, okay? What do we have here? Another 3. Now this is the same as the 3 of Pentacles in a traditional pack. This is the 3 of Earth. We then have the Child card, which is rather like, it's a mixture, I always feel, of both the Fool and the Magician here. I mean, number 1 card in the major arcana is the Magician. In this pack, it is a new beginning. It's a return to a place of of purity, of innocence, of fun, of love. We have the hummingbird here, and then we have faith. But look at this, it's the turtle. Now in this is so tuning in with traditional Native American values. You know, the turtle lent, you know, when the world was covered in water, the turtle lent her back so that the animals, including people, could climb on board and start to build the new land, Turtle Island. We have the stork, the bringer of new beginnings. We have the wolf. We have the flower. We have the wings of the, well, they're wings of an angel, but the wings of an eagle as well here. Wow, this is very much about new beginnings born of faith. This is something you've had to hold faith to manifest. A ripening, a blossoming, an arrival. You've sown seeds and they are starting to sprout. It's a new chapter. It's a new phase. There's a ton of joy coming your way. Whether this is a new chapter in relationship, whether it is, I do think for some of you it is. I do think for some of you, if you've been searching for, you know, a soulmate connection, someone is striding in here. They're ready to commit. They want to take this further. You know, this is a turning point where you leave something behind. Exactly that ripening. I'm really thrilled for you reading number 2. I'm going to draw more cards. I'm very curious and I'd like to know, what is this all about for reading number 2? Can we get some more detailed information, please, for reading number 2? Oop. Okay. It's interesting, this is the first card that's shown itself to us, the Ten of Wands. Now the Ten of, again, we're seeing somebody working here. Seeing somebody really, really work. And we have the Knight of Discs. Wow, we've got these night energy coming in. We have the Knight of Discs and another Knight of Wands. Wow, you've got 3 knights here. Knight of Cups, Knight of Discs and Knight of Wands. And the Ace of Discs too. Right, Super Souls, this is absolutely a week of new beginnings for you. That's really, really, really clear, reading number 2. This is a week of new beginnings. It's a week of, but it's not like, I want to say, it's not a brand new beginning. It's the beginning of an upgrade, a commitment, a contract has been signed, a new offer comes in, you've met the person and they say, let's date exclusively. Or if you're in an existing relationship, they're like, let's upgrade our relationship, let's move in together, or let's get, you know, let's retake our vows again. Or there's something about, if there's been a problem or an argument, it gets laid to rest and you move beyond it. This is a point of celebration. It's a ripening, it's an arrival, but the arrival is also a brand new space of beginning. Your cards, reading number 2, are so positive. What is fascinating is that this is, I can genuinely say to you, this is something you have worked and worked and worked at. You've had to put your back into it. Aries, new beginnings, desires, you know, resulting from honesty and strength, the self-confidence. Yeah, it's an arrival, it's a celebration, it's a new beginning. Reading number 2, this is actually fundamentally awesome, and I am really thrilled for you. Whatever this is about for you, it is just really clear. Whatever is shifting is going to move forwards very, very quickly. I think you're going to see early results. It would be like, if you've launched something, for example, you see early results coming back. You get early validation. You get the rewards coming in. Something is coming in here. Yeah, it's passionate, it's fiery, there's a ton of fire here. There's passion, there's fire, you've worked at it. But it does bring a total space of new opportunity here. I'm going to draw an affirmation card for you. I sort of feel, reading number 2, that there isn't too much more to say here beyond beyond wanting to celebrate you. Now, you will know what this is about. I think you will know exactly what this is about in your world, because I don't think what the thing that's arriving is not new. It's whatever lands in your world this week. It's landing because of your confidence. It's landing because you've done the work. This is like a reading that honors the inner work and then the outer expression of it, okay? It's that manifesting from the inside out. You do the work, you reach a point of genuine confidence, and then it's like stuff just, doorways open. I mean, confidence is very magnetic. It's very charismatic. This is your affirmation card. Right, okay. This is a very powerful card to draw. My mind is my tool to use in any way that I wish. Right, now, for any of you watching this reading and you're thinking, well, I don't really know what this is yet. I think some of you know exactly what this is. Some of you may be thinking, well, what I'm after hasn't yet arrived. It hasn't manifested. It hasn't grounded itself yet. The energy this week is absolutely perfect for that ripening. My mind is my tool to use in any way I wish. So, in one way, everything I've been saying is what's showing up in your reading, and your spirit team are very, very clear with you. What they're also validating, I think, is that you can ground your light. If you have found yourself being a bit buffeted by the times, or just really, really busy, a little bit unanchored, you have somehow not found the time to ground yourself and do the one thing you really want to do, or reach out to the one person you really want to reach out to, commit to the thing you really want to commit to. This is a really good time for you to do exactly that. It is absolutely, the timing is completely right for you to now ground yourself, anchor your energy to shine, to sit in a space of profound self-confidence in whatever it is that you want, whatever it is you're working at. Sit in that space of confidence, because the energy is completely with you to move this forwards. The energy around you is perfect for ripening. That's the energy that is around you this week, and your spirit team are really, really clear in their communications with you. It's almost like, so the energy is perfect for you. What are you now going to do with it? Okay, for some of you, you'll know what this is about. It's something that you've already been working on. For others, it may just be you've been buffeted about a bit by life and the universe and busyness and stuff going on. And actually this reading, your team are saying to you, look, hang on a minute, just anchor yourself and ground yourself. Consciously, mindfully become present and make a very clear decision and a choice as to what you want, because the energy is perfect for that to then manifest and happen if your energy is centered, grounded and radiating out into the world, your light shining with confidence in terms of what you want. It's just such an empowering reading number 2. It's like the energy will then come just striding back in. You know, we have the Knight of Wands here and the Knight of Cups, both riding into your world. Knight of Discs, real sense of being able to have and to hold here. So yeah, reading number 2, use the energy this week very well. Get present, be mindful, be confident, hold your vision, your voice. If you're not yet sure what this is about, or there is a specific something that has been slightly eluding you, this is an amazing time energy-wise and an amazing week to really bring that into your focus. Meditate daily on exactly the thing you want, and then open yourself to receive in a space of confidence. It's kind of, yes, have faith here. Put those seeds into the universe through your mind. Open yourself to receive with the expectation and innocence of a child. Have faith. And, you know, we're seeing delivery. We're seeing the opportunity that takes you on that next pathway, that next stage. The 3s are all about this next stage of moving something forwards, having something, building on it. So the energy is perfect for you this week, reading number 2. Use it well, I think, is the answer or the message from your spirit team. It's awesome. I'm loving your energy. It feels both vibrant and yet incredibly grounded as well. Really interesting energy around you. Super Souls, I'm thrilled to be voicing this message for you this week, because it really is kind of like an offer, so are you going to run with it? I mean, wow, absolutely super lovely. And you may, if you have been feeling tired or there's so much going on in the world at the moment, I would think that your energy will increase here. If you've been feeling a bit exhausted, this is a week where, if you give it the right focus, get present, be mindful, your energy will return, and I mean, it just is absolutely, the energy for you guys is really working for you this week. It really is. Super Souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world, and I'm thrilled for you. Keep us all posted here. This is a beautiful community. Thank you all so much for being a part of the Moon Magic Tarot channel. Thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, and just being a part of this amazing community. I know you guys really support each other through the comments as well. So this really is a turning point, and it's lovely. The energy is absolutely supportive of you. Tons of love. I look forward to seeing you in new readings. Subscribe and press that little bell icon so you never miss any of the readings. I post almost every day, not always, but almost every day, a reading of some sort. Pick a card readings. These are my Sunday readings. I always do the weekly guidance every Sunday to really help to navigate life in an ongoing way. Very here and now stuff. Super Souls, thank you. I do also have a prize draw every month for my subscribers. I'll put the subscriber email list link in the information box in the comments below. I give away a free private reading, some oracle cards, a diary and a journal as well at the moment, and do watch out for that announcement. Thank you to all of you who give back through the super thanks, and a huge thank you also to those of you who support all of the work I do on Patreon. Tons and tons of love to you all. Welcome, reading number 3. You have the Rune of the Spiritual Warrior, the Tree of Life and Hidden Realms. Create conscious awareness. Card number 20. This is like the card of the shaman. Being able to see into the unconscious realms, being able to tune into higher spiritual guidance. Let's see what else we are shown in your cards. This is reading about, what's happening in your world right now, and what your spirit team want to let you know about or give information, guidance about for the coming week. What are we shown for reading number 3? What is going on in your world, reading number 3? Let us see. Now, draw various cards and just see what we are shown. I think I'm going to draw from these little planet cards. Well, planets, houses, astrology, karmic astrology cards as well. What is happening? There is an interesting energy around this. I always find when we sit and we draw the cards at the beginning, reading number 3, very interesting to tune into the energy of your first card and see what comes through. Now you have spiritual values, okay, in the 9th house, and you also have Venus. So you've got Venus in the 9th house. Enjoy, cherish, feel good, good times, pleasure, attraction, long range thinking. Now, shamanic. This is a shamanic card, so we are into the realms of spirit here. 9th house energy coming through here for you. What do we have here? High Priestess. We're into the realm of spiritual energy again. 9 of Swords. This is a very interesting 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords can really be a bit of a dark night of the soul, but look how protected she is. Look how these swords are like holding the light around her. King of Cups. Sitting in the hollow tree. Very interesting, hollow trees were often used for shamanic journeying. We have the magic again, the Magician, and the Knight of Pentacles. What is happening around you? I feel like there is an extraordinary connection, spiritual connection available to you right here and right now. We have Sisters of the Spring Swallow, good fortune granted. We have this card. And then surrender, sensitive sister, be moved by the moon. Okay. I wonder if that can go there. Can you guys still see that? I hope so. If I move that up, maybe. Yeah, I think so. That should be there. What else do we have here? Integrity. We then have the 5. How very interesting. We have the 5 of Earth and the card of the Mother. Actually, I'm going to move this card over here. This feels better. Yeah, cool. Okay, reading number 3. What are we shown here? What are we shown here? This is a week when you are absolutely connected. I'm not saying you're not always. You know how, I mean, you know, sometimes life takes over. Sometimes our spiritual practice, we feel more in tune. I mean, for most of us, I think we feel more in tune with spirit than, sometimes more in tune with spirit than at other times. This is a time when you feel absolutely aligned, guided. I almost feel protected. It's like you're untouchable in some way, shape or form. Your integrity is untouchable. This is so interesting. It's this 5. What is this card about for reading number 3? Reading number 3. This reading is asking you to think about the longer term implications of something. To kind of think about sometimes we need to be very present in the here and now. And to be fair, the point of power is always in the now. But sometimes we can be swept along by wanting immediate gain, abundance in an immediate manner. Or there's an appearance of something that looks as though it's going to give us, I don't know, a quick fix or an immediate reward or something joyous and lovely in the moment. But maybe there is a need to look at the longer term implications of a decision that you need to make. To be aware of the consequences of actions in the present. To look ahead, you know, in shamanic, journeying. You know, when we seek guidance from spirit, there's definitely guidance around you. There's an invitation to tune into support and guidance from spirit, which is also, of course, what this reading is about, but to take you through to making choices and decisions, that there's a choice or a decision to make this week in your world. Now, this may be around you immediately already, because this is a very here and now reading. That's what these readings are all about. Absolute here and now guidance in your immediate world and in the coming week. Your spirit team having your back, supporting you 100%. This reading is really speaking about making decisions and choices that have long-term potential. Choosing decisions and choices, even if you have to work at them a little bit longer or invest in them. We have the Mother card. Even if you have to invest in something, it's thinking about the long-term investment in terms of choices and decisions, rather than just the immediate good time. It's about the long-term investment. What might the long-term outcome of something be? None of us can know how anything actually ultimately is going to completely work out, because there's always variable factors, and you know, that's how the universe is working. But you are being asked right here and right now to be very conscious of making decisions that hold a bigger picture, the longer term implications, the longer term rewards in place. It's like investing in something, making a choice or a decision to invest in something, that you could do something right here and now that might bring you in a small reward, but very, very quickly, or a lot of joy and a lot of fun right here and right now. Or alternatively, there's another option where you could invest in something and you won't see immediate results, but my goodness me, if you stick with it, the results are going to be so bountiful it's untrue. Okay, so it's like holding that choice, the choice that is about the longer term higher vision, the longer term potential of a situation. And that is the energy that's around you right here and right now. Yes, long range thinking. What can ultimately be shared? Spiritual values. Investing in yourself. Do you go for a quick fix, or do you go for something that actually has major long-term potential? And it's the long-term potential that is holding the reward here. And this is the advice and guidance coming in very, very clearly. You know, tune in to that sort of shamanic energy that helps you to look at the bigger picture. It's like somebody giving you a choice of, you know, it's just with this oak tree here, the tree of life, you know, planting an acorn and knowing that when you plant that acorn, it's going to be an investment not only in your future, but in the future of other people's futures and the future of trees. There's something about choosing an investment here that is, it's the King of Cups energy rather than the Knight of Pentacles. It's that choice here, you know, what do you do? Which decision do you make? And look at the Magician in the middle. His staff here with the light sits with the King, rather than pointing downwards at the night energy. The night energy, it's still got a strong energy. It's very passionate. There may be a choice available to you that appears to be giving you, you know, something really quite lovely, but does it have a long-term future? These are the questions to be asking around the choices and decisions that are happening for you right here and right now and appearing through the week. And you are guided, you are protected, you're being given the information, the High Priestess. Even though you might actually be debating this, your choices and decisions are being very... You're being very supported through this. You're being supported to see everything that is going on here. I always love this card. It has, you know, we have this kind of slightly Hyoka, kind of trickster energy around this person. You know, he's very kind of, his energy, and it's non-gender specific, but his energy is very dapper. You know, he's a bit of a player here, but there's a shadowy figure behind him, you know, so this reading is all about seeing, really seeing the choices. And look at the illumination here with the High Priestess, with the moon, the illumination here with even the Mother holds the crystal ball here. The Magician has the crystal that's a light. It's seeing through the illusion of the immediacy of, I want to say, of pleasure. Not saying that you shouldn't dive in and enjoy yourself in the immediacy of something, but this is a particular week when you're being guided by your spirit team, whether you choose to hear that or not, to choose the option that will bring you the longer term rewards rather than the immediate pleasure. Your reading is actually very, very clear here. Reading number 3. I'll draw an affirmation card actually for you just to see what else is shown here. It's a very clear reading actually, reading number 3. This is very interesting. My world is a reflection of my thinking. Look at these two choices again. How interesting. We have these two faces. This feels like a sort of almost like a slightly Gemini energy actually. This, you know, there's more than one way of looking at this. My world is a reflection of my thinking. This is about tuning into that higher level of thoughts, that spiritual, your spiritual values, your integrity, because that is what you then bring into your world. I love that we have this, you know, surrender sensitive sister, be moved by the moon. You know, This is very much a card that is about surrendering to the bigger picture, trusting and knowing that Spirit is actually guiding you and guiding your decisions. Things are being shown to you, illuminated for you. We have the Moon illuminating the High Priestess. Yeah. I'm going to draw some more cards for you, actually, Super Souls, just to see if we're given a little bit more information, because I'm curious about this. My world is a reflection of my thinking. So, you know, for most of us, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that we are as conscious in our thinking as we would like to be. It's quite an art, I think. You know, I don't know about you. When I first started listening to my inner thoughts, I realized that there's a lot of thinking stuff going on, which I'm, of course, actually energetically putting out into the universe. A lot of stuff I don't necessarily want. I'm going over and over things, or I'm thinking about something, often the thing that I don't want rather than the thing that I do. There's some duality going on here. You're needing to see through something, to see the bigger picture, the longer term future of some decision here, the implications, the more real implications, the realness of something rather than the immediacy of it. Let us see. I'm just going to take these cards for you and see what we're showing reading number 3. We have Knight of Discs. We have 5 of Swords, suggesting decision making again. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Choices, decisions, empowerment. Yeah. Okay, you are being asked most definitely to think about the longer term potential in something, the longer term harvest. What will you actually, in some kind of choice or decision that sits around you at the moment, or indeed is coming in this week? The guidance is just so clear. Think about the longer term implications. Think about the longer term harvest. It might feel like a difficult decision, but actually you're being guided to make a decision that is going to bring you in a significant new opportunity that has long-term potential. And you do, of course, have a choice. You do have a choice, but actually it's very, very clear. It's about seeing the bigger picture, seeing the whole picture, knowing what is right, following through with that, with longer term implications that are going to come back to you. Sisters of the Spring Swallow, good fortune granted. So making that decision from that higher perspective, that spiritual perspective, that is the choice that will bring you in the longer term rewards. And kind of, I do feel you're going to see the rewards quite quickly, actually. You'll see the implications of your decisions. I don't think it is just something where you make a choice and then you have to, like, you know, wait for years and years and years, a bit like planting an acorn. It's kind of, I feel like it's going to sprout very quickly. We've got the Ace of Wands here. So once you make that choice and that decision, you'll start to see the potential of that begin to emerge incredibly quickly, with the good fortune guaranteed. So we start to see the immediate sort of like results of making, it's like making the right decision, and then the results come through straight away. And you know, I have to say to you, Super Souls, literally just in the sky above me, I'm looking out of my window, a buzzard has just literally flown in from the east to the west, literally that direction. I've not had a buzzard come through in one of my readings for a long time. We have a lot of birds visiting my garden. I trust when something like that happens that this is a sign. Again, signs, signals, synchronicities. Literally that bird of prey, you know, that amazing energy of the eagle has flown in from the east of new beginnings to the west. A very clear direction being shown to you. What an honor, what a validation. This is, for me, a really important symbol to be shown in this reading. Super Souls, I feel there is nothing more to say, but such clarity coming through for you in terms of making a choice that is going to, I think, bring you that east-west energy, moving something forwards very quickly as soon as you make that choice. And it is about making that choice with a much longer term, from a much longer term perspective, and from a position of trust. that the universe wishes to provide for you in a really big way. Reading number 3, I'm loving your reading. Thank you for joining me. These are weekly readings. I post them every single week for guidance from Spirit. Really, it's very here and now, everyday stuff with advice and guidance. Thank you so much. I know some of you are following these every week. Thank you for supporting me and the channel here, the Moon Magic Tarot channel. I do post lots of other readings. I have a monthly prize draw where I give away a free private reading, oracle cards and things. It's my way of giving back to you guys. Watch out for the announcement if you are a subscriber and you're on my subscriber email list, because that's part of what that giving back is about. You know, my way of saying thank you to all of you who subscribe here. Super Souls, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, you should get notification of any of my readings as soon as I upload them. I post almost every day, not always every day, but almost. And yeah, just thank you for being here. And Super Souls, this feels like an important message to be coming through to you right here and right now. Sending you all the love in the world. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in some other readings. And yeah, do add yourself, if you are subscribing, do add yourself to that subscriber email list so that you can be in that monthly prize draw. Tons and tons of love.